Hello and welcome back to the channel. We're once again back in the garage. Just start off, you might notice a slight little different change in the video quality, hands-free. It's also got a DJI mic on. That's because I have bought a DJI Osmo 3. I said in the last video I wanted to spend a bit of money to try and up the quality. Yeah, I've not got a lot of subscribers. We've got 354 actually, so thank you very much for the 10 new subscribers we've had from the last video. Do appreciate them all. Thank you very much again. But I always didn't really like using my phone. I know a lot of people do, but I don't really like it, so I wanted something separate, so I bought a Pocket 3, Osmo Pocket 3. The 4 is out, but I didn't see the point in spending the extra money because I'm not too bothered about that quality. Anyway, today's video is going to be a bit different. Again, I am waiting for stuff to come along. I'm away in a week's time for work. So I needed to start recording something. So I thought, you know what, with the influx we've had recently and me not doing shorts as heavy, and also a lot of the car mod mentions content was to do with TikTok. I wanted to do a video showing the forgotten project of the channel, which is my Megane 225 RS in blue. It's quite standard outside. I'll put a little bit of footage in for you now with photos and everything that has been done. If you want a quick catch up before you watch this video, but please come back after. If you want to go on the YouTube shorts on the channel, there is that link will be below, and that will give you the playlist to the stuff that has been done. Obviously the shorts, looks like there's not a lot been done, has been a lot of work, but you have to cut a lot of stuff out. So my Megane, quick overview story on the Megane. The previous owner sadly passed away in 2020 to the thing that we are pretty sure is still not allowed to talk about on the internet. And unfortunately he passed away, and the car kind of sat around a few years, got obviously been neglected and forgotten. I think it needed a bit of work before that anyway. But the guy had looked after the car, you know, it's pretty standard. It seems like he loved it and it was well looked after, and then but obviously it's now 6 years later. The car has sat around since then. But so it sat around, went to an old local garage that my dad used to work at for doing MOTs on this as like a freelance thing. So we knew them and we had a bit of a relationship going on there. And then when it came, that garage went up for sale. At this point, the car had been sat there in the yard for 3 years because the gear linkage just snapped when they poured it in. The previous owner's ex-partner had originally wanted to fix the car, as it meant a lot to the person who had sadly passed away, and they wanted to keep it. But eventually, you know, it would have took a lot of money in labour to fix it, and it kind of just got left. And when the previous garage came to selling and wanting to retire, they pretty much gave a chance, like, you sell the car, it's going to the scrap, like, or you pay for the storage. So the garage sold it to my brother. Originally, I did want it at this time, but I didn't have the money at the time, so my brother bought it, and it went to my dad's unit when my dad used to have his unit. And then a couple of months after that, around about Christmas of 2024, my brother came in, said, "Do you want to buy the Megane?" Because I wanted it because I was learning my trade and wanted to get better at working on cars, so I saw it as an opportunity to restore a car or something that I like and something that I want to do. So I bought the car for my brother, bought the tyres, and it, you know, it got delivered to the, and then it sat in my dad's unit. And then when my dad got rid of the unit, around, I want to say, what time was it? It was about May time. Yeah, it was around about maybe May-ish time, 2025 last year, I want to say. It got delivered to the house, got it bought to my grandparents, got it on jack stand, started doing the work, which is what you see in the shorts. Started doing a bit of the work, and then it got to winter, and it got put on the back burner. And then I started looking at it again about a month ago when the weather was really nice, and there was bits and bobs what now became a problem, like getting it sitting longer, and then the rear left door did what the right door was doing, where it wouldn't shut, so I need to replace that. But yeah, that's pretty much the little run over of it. My plan with the car is to restore it, not like to like a brand new spec, like restore and put it back on the road, do the belts, do the suspension, do the brakes, fix the fuel lines, fix the brake lines, make it drivable, make the interior clean again, and then put it back on the road If I enjoy it for a little bit, go on a road trip, that was always the plan, and then sell it. That still is the plan. That's still the way I want to progress with it, but it got neglected for a little bit, so that's where we are now. But because it was a shorts thing, that was always going to be the plan, but I thought I wanted to change. I wanted to bring the project onto the channel as the main video. Now this is a bit bad timing to be doing this, because I've not accidentally, I got another project car, which you will see, so not this Tuesday in either 2 weeks time or 2 weeks after that, because there's some things sort of maybe developing within the next week, which is a bit annoying because I'm not here, and depending what goes on with that and the outcome of what might be happening, that might be what the next video is. So either in another video's time or in 2 videos time was when you see the new project, but we'll leave that for now. I've just mentioned it. I did put something on the community post, if you're there, that I had accidentally bought one, but I'll explain that in another video. But back to the Megane, I want it to be part of the main channel. I will do shorts, but I'll do shorts off it. You know, I'll edit down the main video for the shorts. So I'm doing shorts, just and no main video. As originally it was the way I was going to grow the TikTok side of what I wanted to do, but I can't really be bothered touching TikTok anymore. I don't upload any of the new shorts there. So to you new people, let's go and see my Megane RS 225 in blue. It's very run now. So I don't know where all this is came from. I get attacked by loads of ants. This is why I'm looking for a unit. But on here, at the front, these fuel lines, which I can try and show you. And then fuel lines are leaking on the quick connections. Hence why that's wet there. Which they weren't usually doing. Obviously when I start the car, they start leaking quite a lot of fuel out the quick connections. It is quite a lot, which ain't good. So that needs doing. Obviously it's going to need distant pads all the way around. They are very, very much tight. I mean, look at the state of that. Brembo's like new pins and stuff. We'll need some for the rear, new bolts. It is missing its lock and wheel nuts, which isn't the bad thing, I suppose. Yeah, so we look at the front, which are knackered. Look at the state of these. Even worse at the front. Yeah, so obviously they've got Brembo's on the front. I've got some new slide pins and everything for them. So yeah, the front disc pads as well. It did used to have good tyres on, but obviously they're tired and worn at this point. They don't really work anymore. Not really any hope left for them. These have definitely seen better days, like I said. Not very in good nick. The wheels are alright. They can do a bit of refurb. Definitely could do a refurb. The rear's alright. There's not really much rust on this. I mean, these are all alright. The arches are fine. The front wings are plastic, as a typical Renault thing to do. Just got the standard 225 exhaust, which is currently disconnected because I obviously was taking this off, and to get the gear selector I had to disconnect it. Rear left is the same. Disc is knackered. Spring is alright. It is on different shocks. I'll have a look. I don't know what that is. It's got some sort of thing over it. It adds different springs and shocks. I did know that. But apart from that, I had not really any modifications. Again, this side all alright. A little bit of a dent there, but I think it's from where it's been sat, so that will need fixing. Obviously this door is fucked, like I said. Just did what the other side did. More cobwebs. This one's got its thing on. I think the other 2 or 3 are in the car, can't remember. I hope they are. But anyway, again, Brembo needs fixing. I got the pins, brake disc knackered, pads knackered, new tyres. I did have new tyres for this car, but I nicked them for the got some moss there. Knocked that out. But yeah, I nicked them for the Leon. There are some extra bits in the boot, like a handbrake cable and stuff. So back under the bonnet now. I did buy an 80s Yuasa battery for this. It does need a new air filter. I want to try and find the original one, so I need to try and find that. I have recently taken the reverse gear cable off, because that's what's causing the issues. It's still sticking. even though the pin is free, so I need to figure that out, but it just go into the rest of the gears, which is all that matters for now, but that's something I need fixing at some point. Looking at the engine here, it has got a rocker cover leak. Looked here, so that's something to do in the future. Replace the rocker cover, which is not that surprising with the mount as long this car's been sat. This back line does need replacing, as I did break it in one of the short videos, which if you go and see. But for now I've managed to get it in using some silicone where the seals are that swollen, it's kind of holding it in so the back line does work, as well as one of the bolts for the throttle body did snap, so this needs the bolt extracting, this replacing, and a new gasket for the throttle body. I did a service, so it's got a new oil filter in it and some new oil, which I did wash through with some old oil to get all the shit out of it and to clear it up a bit. And then I did spark plugs, some nice NGKs which are recommended when you tune these or and just in general with a certain gap. I think one of these spark plugs is slightly damaged, but again you can see all this muck from the rocker cover gasket leak which needs fixing. It's hard to read it, but yeah, it would need a coolant flush. I've got an engine flush for it, coolant flush. I've put a fuel filter. I've changed the fuel filter as well, which is on the rear left side of the car. So I had a new fuel filter. So if I go under the car now, and I will flip it around here, they try and show the best I can. So this rear brake line has burst and it's leaking. It is rotted all the way back, up that way, and if you follow it, it's rotted all the way around. I haven't decided yet which process I'm going to take. I was debating buying a whole new, see if I can get a replacement one, or just replace the whole thing underneath and round, because it follows it down here along the seam. I was contemplating that, but finding them is not easy. It is an older car. Yeah, so if you look up here, see how rotten that all is. You see where it's leaked and obviously staying on the floor and it's rotten. So you see here how it's all started to rot. That line goes all the way here. And it's rotten from here to here. I mean, this bit's alright. So I was contemplating if I can cut it. Cut it there and then make a new bit here. But the other one needs replacing, so I might see if I can get both of them. Yeah, they are a bit tight, aren't they? It's more to show the condition of the interior. So obviously the wheels are in alright condition, to be fair. The rest of the interior is in decent condition. The headliner is starting to sag. Let's see. Which they are quite renowned to do. I've obviously got the centre console out because we had the gear selector box all out. If you wanted a quick catch up on everything what's actually been done, I'm going to explain in this video what's been done so far, but if you want to see it doing, it is on the YouTube Shorts playlist. So yeah, we had this out to replace the gear cables and also try and replace the bushings, but it is slightly damaged still, so this is why this is not back together. And in the meantime, it is just kind of all sat at the back here. The rest of it, this Renault sport seat isn't in a good condition. This is alright, this one. The driver's seat has got a little burn rip in it there, which I will show in a sec. If you watch the shorts, you will understand that I replaced the driver's door because the locker mechanism's not working on the handle. Well, the passenger's doors decided to do it recently, so that's also no longer locking, well, no longer shutting like this one has. So if I just go up, which just does any adjustment, it has slightly dropped. But yeah, it doesn't do that anymore. It is permanently locked, so that's why it's got a bungee cord. Just want to show the clock's all in good condition. The car does actually start. I have got the battery disconnected, so it won't now, but the car does start, it does run. But one of the issues that it's now having is that it's leaking fuel. So yeah, so just to show the parts. So obviously I bought some female to male connections for the brake lines. They're for the BMW, so ignore that. I've got a lot of mess on here at the minute. This is a complete mess, so ignore a lot of it. The most of the Megane parts are here, like the filters. I've got some more filters. I've deleted the bits for the brakes. I've got some new pins and clips for the brakes, so when I change them, they will probably need some other things anyway. I haven't got many parts left for it. New some plug. new oil filter again because I bought 2. The engine cover is down there. The oil for it is on there. I have used some of it. I bought the Kestrel 540 Edge just because it's what was on deal at the time. Like I've said now, I've done bits and bobs to it. Obviously replaced the door mechanism, replaced the fuel filter, which is why I finally am getting the only tray off the rear axle off, so I can get to the hoses because they're all quick connections. Which again, lucky them ones haven't been leaking, thank God, because the front ones are leaking, so I'm going to try to figure out a way of that. Did a service, tried to fix the gear selector for finally on getting it off, so the exhaust ain't on properly. So there's loads of bits and bobs like that. Yeah, that's the Megane. It wasn't really much to show. I was thinking about maybe doing the brake line, but with maybe developing with it moving, I might wait, but we are going to go and clean it because that thing hasn't been cleaned since I first cleaned it when it first came, which was a year and a bit ago. And I want to show you how the paint will come out, so yeah. To get the jet wash out, I'm going to clean the Megane, and also I need to clean my other cars anyway, but we'll do the Megane while we're at it. Just want to put in here and say once again thank you very much to the people who have subscribed recently, but I do have to show that unfortunately 83.1% of people who watched the videos in the last 28 days and subscribed. We'll at least try and get that up to 20. But yeah, once again thank you very much for subscribing. Do love it, do appreciate the love, and the people who've been commenting again, do appreciate it. Any feedback is welcome. But yeah, hit that subscribe button. Let's try and get 500 in the next couple of months. So yeah, the reason I was giving it a good clean was because if I do end up getting a unit, which I am 95% sure that I probably will in the next month or so, I have no water at the one I'm looking at, so just wanted to give it a wash. But if you look here, you can see the potential with a good polish, which obviously I'm not going to do, but I'm not going to do right now because it's going to sit. But look how nice the paint is, glittery. Really nice paint on this, really nice paint. So the idea of this car is low mileage, so what I really want to do is fix it and sell it. That's pretty much the plan with it. That was always the plan with it, and it's the plan what's never changed with it. Oh, it's a bit wet, the seat, and my trousers are all wet from the snow front. Now that we've introduced this car to the main channel, the next coming videos is going to be the work. When you see this car again, is the work getting done. First thing I want to tackle is the brake lines and the fuel leak, so the car can run better. And then we need to look at getting the timing belt done, which if you know about Renaults, this is a dephaser pulley. It's an expensive job, but Dad has the tool because my dad used to be a mechanic, and I might see if I can get it done. Either he do it for me. The dephaser pulley timing belt, the dephaser really on the timing belt was obviously what causes a lot of the Renaults and the Clios to cost a lot of money to get that done. It's a big job, but my dad said he's done them before, and like I said, he's been a mechanic and he has the tools, so we'll see how that goes. It's ours to fix, and I need to put undershielding back on. I need to probably do some suspension bits. Definitely it needs distant pads, it needs tyres, wheels can do for refurb, and I need to sort out the gear linkage issue. That's still a bit funny. So there's a lot of work that needs doing. And I know this isn't really a traditional video. The last video was the same, it was a bit more of a talkie. This is more of the talk as well. But there's a lot of stuff waiting to happen, and it's like I think it's just on pause while we're waiting. Like with the stuff with the E46, Trudy, and then the blue E46, which will be coming in 4 weeks. So yeah, like I said, it's not a traditional video. Obviously, we normally do a lot of work, but as I mentioned, just a lot of waiting at the minute. I don't want to start the big jobs if everything needs moving. It's a bit less than ideal to have car and bits when stuff needs that doing, and plus a lot of the big jobs a bit harder to do on the drive when you've got family. I share the drive. It's not my house. I live with my grandparents. I'm very fortunate to do so. Very fortunate to be able to keep these cars here as it is. Mainly just a talking one again. Do apologise for that. Next time we see this car will be a lot of work getting carried out, because I can do full length videos. We've got this one's getting done, do loads of stuff at once. Same with the C8 will be coming back soon, and the E46. And my hope is, obviously this video will be out on Tuesday. In 2 weeks time the next one will be on a unit. And that one won't be talkie. That's going to be painting in the unit, doing bits of the unit, getting the cars there, and being happy and making things work, and then we can seriously get going. This is my Megane 225. I do apologise for a very short video. We went from like an hour to 17 to this might even be just a 10-minute jobby. And
is, and again I apologise for less action, but I wanted this car to be part of the channel instead of shorts. Like I said, I used to just do it for TikTok. I'm not doing it for TikTok anymore. This car is going to be part of the channel. We'll get it running and on the road, and it'll be amazing when this car's finally on the road again. But I probably will let it go at that point unless I fall in love with it. So there's a 50-50 chance on that. But yeah, sorry for the shorter video and less action in this video. But thank you very much for watching again. Thank you to everyone who subscribed since the last video. I've had about 15 subscribers. That's amazing. The channel is small. Let's hope we can keep going that way. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I will see you again soon. Peace.